Happy Tuesday. It's Kristie here, also known as Sweet Girl Designs, for In Your Pocket Tuesday here on the Crafty Maven Getaway. So, at the beginning there, you saw the inspiration piece. It's absolutely gorgeous and like super luxurious looking. And to be honest, the browns and the blues kind of threw me a little bit for a loop. So, I stuck mainly with the turquoise, gold, and then the black and white that was seen in like the wander often kind of quote. So that's what you're going to be seeing in my layout today. So this is the left hand side of my layout. It does have my title card, and I'm just starting with things that I know where I want to go. So usually I would start with my title card, but um, just wanted to kind of do this quickly and get things on there that I had a really good idea of where I wanted them to go. So at the bottom there's just some pieces of chalk that I took on a day where I bought brand new chalk, sidewalk chalk, for my daughter and I to draw with. And I just used a Dear Lizzie chipboard sticker that says "Have fun, okay?" and that's in gold writing. And then this photo that I'm working on now is just of my daughter reading one of my books. So I had it just like sitting on the couch, and she picked it up and just like started flipping through it. So I thought that was pretty cute. But I used a 7 paper heart, which I'm running desperately low on because I feel like I use like at least one of those on every layout. But used a 7 paper heart, a little white label that I had that had gold around the edges, and then a Studio Calico chipboard heart with a tiny word sticker from Maggie Holmes. And then I just adhered another chipboard heart to that journaling card that says "Favorite Adventure." And now I'm on to this card that's from Studio Calico. Actually, all the cards on this side of the layout are from Studio Calico, and I think they're all from the January kit, which I received in like a grab bag sale. So I was happy that I could make use of those. And then I'm using these awesome stickers that I received from a lovely viewer. And I'm just spelling out "I like big books," which is like a reference to Sir Mix-a-Lot. But yeah, I like big books because my daughter's reading one of my chapter books. So yeah. So I just took, initially I thought that maybe the thickers would stand out on the card, but it was a lot of pattern and it just wasn't looking the way I wanted it to. So I pulled out this chalkboard tag that I have had in my stash forever, and just I've used them quite a lot in my layouts before, but I just put the thickers on there and then add some baker's twine. And usually I'd have the baker's twine just looped through, but this time I decided to do more of like a bow, and I really like the look of that. So now I'm on to the title card, and in pulling out some ephemera, I found this one piece that said "Hi," and then another 2x2 card from Gossamer Blue that says "Hey there." So I thought I would use those two things with this thicker from Amy Tangerine that says "Hello." Just kind of use those things as a cluster for my title card. I don't often use um, like things like greetings and stuff like that on my project life, but definitely do on my title cards. So my video cut off a little bit there, but what I decided to do, just because none of the ephemera that I had picked out really filled the space, is I decided to take out a circle punch and just punch out a bunch of circles in the colors that I was using and just layer them in behind the "hello," the "hey there," and the "hi." And so that's what you see me doing now. So the pieces that I decided to punch circles out of are just papers from a Studio Calico paper pad, I think. And then the turquoisey one is from Dear Lizzie, Fine and Dandy, I believe. So I'm just kind of using a lot of black and white, some white, which is actually just the reverse of one of the papers, the pattern papers. And I'm just kind of layering them and filling in the spaces, especially that, just like that top corner. And then I use the rest of this tag that I had trimmed off from the I Like Big Books card and trim just part of a circle, or sorry, punch out a part of a circle just to fill that top corner. So yeah, and I like the way it turned out. It's definitely not my favorite title card, but I like the way it turned out. It definitely brings in all the colors that I wanted, and it's just something different. I like how it uses the circles that are repeated on the I Like Big Books card, and then one of those pattern papers that I used for a circle, I also used the same pattern paper on the right hand side. So it just brings in circles to like both sides of the layout. I used those stickers again to just write the dates, April 18th to the 24th, and I felt like it needed something extra, so I went into my enamel dot collection and found these gold sequins that are from Close to My Heart, and so I just kind of sprinkle those all over the place. I really like the sequins because they have an adhesive backing on them already. Sometimes though, when I go to take them off the plastic sheet, they lose their adhesive, so I had to use some glossy accents there. So again, in pulling ephemera, I didn't really have a lot that I was loving, so I'm just using some 6x6 paper pads to use for my ephemera. And for this photo, I'm just using it to add a like little flag to layer underneath this tiny word sticker. And I'm just adding a label to this photo of my grocery cart. And those labels are from Michaels, their Recollections brand, and they come in super handy because they have an adhesive backing. Just adding my date stamping and a few journaling notes. So the favorite adventure card, I really like it because first off it's black and that's what I wanted, but because I'm Canadian, they spelt favorite the British way on this side of the card, and then the opposite side of the card is actually pink with the American spelling. So I didn't actually notice that until later, but I really appreciate that, I guess. So now I'm on to the right hand side of the layout, and I just corner rounded, and again my video cut out, but you didn't really miss anything. All I did was use that Dear Lizzie paper again to cut, to punch out this circle, and then I added some thickers, that's the ABC, and the card in behind has a whole bunch of letters as well. And again, this is from the January Studio Calico Documenter kit. And I wanted to kind of leave it pretty plain, but I added a border around it, and I don't know how people make it look so easy, but I really struggle. So you will always see me go around it at least twice, just so that it looks more like a messy doodle than like just one nice clean border. So that black and white polka dot paper is from Studio Calico, and then I trimmed down card, 4x6 card from the Chamel Project Life mini kit to act as my journaling spot. And also that card, 3x4 card underneath that says It's Okay to Shine is also from the Chamel mini kit. I think it was called Dazzle or Lovely. I want to say Lovely. I'm not 100% sure. So I just add a little bit of journaling on that ABC card and a date stamp that just says this week Nora can repeat back the alphabet. And then I add a few more sequins, do a bunch of journaling, add some more chipboard stickers from the Dear Lizzie collection, one of which is a birthday candle, which is perfect because we were celebrating my mom's birthday. And yeah, just going through the ephemera now that I initially had picked out, and I was able to use a few pieces. So that Carpe Diem black and white piece is also obviously from the Simple Stories Carpe Diem collection, and I didn't really think that I'd ever use that, but I did. And then the gold flag is from Studio Calico, and again with the label and the chipboard heart, I believe, are also from Studio Calico. And these semicircle gold vellum pieces, I'm not 100% sure where they're from. I want to say they're from Gossamer Blue, but I could be wrong. They did come in like a cellophane bag, which makes me think that maybe they're from, sorry, not cellophane, like a little plastic bag, which makes me think that they might be from Studio Calico. But I wanted to use them because they're gold, and so I just backed them on some white paper, which again is just the back side of one of the 6x6 papers that I'm using, just so that you can see the words more clearly and they're not getting lost in the photo or on the pattern of the 3x4 cards. So that's what you see me doing, just fussy cutting and then using my tiny attacher. If you see me opening and closing my tiny attacher between every staple, that's because somehow I broke my tiny attacher and I don't know how to fix it. So it still works, but it's kind of annoying because in between every staple you have to open and close it, like almost to reset it. And I keep looking for a new tiny attacher at my local Michael's, but I don't know what's happening. They just don't carry them anymore or what, but I'll keep looking, I guess. Just adhered down those things and made a bit of a cluster, adding a date stamp that doesn't stamp because there's a chipboard heart there, but I knew that was going to happen and attempted it anyway. So I just fill in the date with my pen the best that I can. Add a few more of these tiny word stickers. That one in the top right says happy birthday, and I think this one says for the record, and I just wanted to bring some more black to that card because it didn't have any black yet. Sprinkle around some more sequins, and I'm almost done. This layout came together super quick for me. It's really nice. On the weekends lately I've been doing my videos, but I should be doing some spring cleaning while Nora naps, but instead this is way more fun. So just make another flag out of that Dear Lizzie paper, and now I'm just putting cards into pockets and viewing both sides of the layout just to make sure that it's nice and balanced. I bring in another semicircle to the left hand side just so that embellishment is seen on both sides of the layout. And yeah, the only thing that I really didn't include on both sides was the thickers. So I might go back and see if I can add something to the right hand side with a thicker, but yeah, I decide that the balance of sequins isn't quite there. And like, can you have enough sequins ever? No, just add more sequins. Add another label to this photo of the flowers, and I'm going to add some more baker's twine just so that it's on both sides. So yeah, so pretty boring week. Not boring, but pretty standard week. But I did include 2 photos actually 3 photos that I had used for the Paper Issues I Spy with PI photo contest. So if you haven't checked that out, I suggest you do it because it really helps include different sorts of photos into your scrapbooking. Hope you enjoyed that, and please comment, and like and subscribe to the Crafty Maven Getaway, and check out my channel if you have some time. Thanks so much. Bye!